Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have swatches to share with you from the Deeva. This is her February 2020 releases. There are quite a few releases that I'm going to have to share with you, so I'm going to try to keep the intro short and sweet. Everything that you're going to see here is already live in her shop. You can go head on over there. I'll have everything linked for you in the description box down below. She is having a little Valentine's Day promo where for free US shipping for orders over $75 and up, use code SHIP75. And for free international shipping on orders $200 and above, use code INTL200. And without further ado, let's just jump into it. The first item that we're going to have a look at today is Skeet. This is a matte top coat and it is going to sell for $7. It is a matte top coat. It dries very fast. I always go and I glossy top coat first, and then when that dries I add the matte top coat. I find that works the best, but it dries to a chalkboard finish and it doesn't have that white like dot stuff that happens with some matte top coats. So I think if you're in the market for a matte top coat, I think you're going to really enjoy this. This next one is called Outback Snakehouse, and it is going to sell for $17. It is described as an odd colored base, which leans gray to blue to green with a smoked look. It glows from the unicorn pigment and the holographic, and it's oversaturated with both. This had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly and evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I didn't have any running or pooling or staining. This gave me absolutely no trouble with application, and it is just so darn shifty. My swatches do not do this a lick of justice. I was able to achieve full opacity in just 2 coats, and nothing in there is going to dry textured, so your removal process is going to be very easy. So you are looking at, in my final swatch, 2 coats of Outback Snakehouse and a glossy top coat. The next polish that we are going to have a look at today is Sid 2.0. This is going to sell for $17, and it is described as a magenta colored base with a heavy glow of the original Unicorn P. It is absolutely ridiculously gorgeous. I saved this polish for last because I absolutely wanted to wear it for an entire day because it was just mesmerizing. The formula on it, as you can tell, is absolutely excellent. It goes on so smooth, so evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. Nothing in there is going to dry textured, and nothing in there is going to be difficult to remove. It literally just glows. Like this polish sparkles even in the dullest of lights. Definitely get your hands on this. I was able to, did I say this already? I was able to achieve full opacity in just 3 coats. So my final swatch picture, you are going to see 3 coats and a glossy top coat of Sid 2.0. And the next polish that we're going to look at is Nancy 2.0. And it is going to also sell for $17, and it is described as a blurple base with heavy additives of the original Unicorn P pigment. This is everything that I said about Sid applies to this. This polish is ridiculously beautiful. It had an absolutely wonderful formula. It went on smoothly and evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no running, pooling. I had no staining. Nothing in there is going to dry textured. Nothing in there is going to be hard to remove. There was absolutely no application issues. This is a beautiful polish, and it is saturated with Unicorn P pigment. It just glows. It's another one, like I said with Sid, it just glows from within. I was able to achieve full opacity in just 3 coats, and I sealed it off with a glossy top coat. In my final swatch, you're going to see just that, 3 coats of Nancy and a glossy top coat. The next polish that we're going to have a look at is Deeva's birthday polish, and it is Aquarius AF. It is going to be available for the month of February for her birthday. It is described as a delicate pink lavender colored solar polish that turns blue in the sun or under a UV lamp. and it is saturated with the original unicorn pea and hollow flakes. I don't know if I said this already, but this is going to retail for $17. This had a wonderful formula. It went on super smooth and easily and evenly. Nothing in there is going to dry textured. Nothing in there is going to be difficult to remove. I know it's winter, so if you're anything like me and you're stuck behind a desk all day, you're not going to get a lot of the solar out of it, but they have these lamp flashlights on Amazon where you can force the change and just have a lot of fun. So that was 3 coats of Aquarius AF and a glossy top coat. So the next polish that we're going to have a look at here is Horribly Ever After. Horribly Ever After is going to sell for $17. I'm sorry, $12. $12 is Horribly Ever After. It is her Valentine's Day exclusive for 2020. It is described as a deep maroonish pink base. I'm sorry, a deep maroonish base loaded with gold and green and pink shimmer and scattered hollow. This is another one of those polishes that I saved for the end of the night because I absolutely needed to wear it for the next day. It is so shimmery. It's ridiculous. This is one that you definitely need in your collection. Had a flawless application, no problems with running, pooling, or staining, and it removes easy and it does not dry textured. This next polish that you're going to see here is Yummy. And Yummy is going to sell for $17. And it is described as a pink color of the fluffiest cotton candy that is filled with sparkly goodies of the original unicorn pea pigment and hollow flake. This polish is so beautiful. I don't usually do these kind of cotton candy pinks. They just don't usually do anything for me. But this one, I think it's the unicorn pea. It just adds something special to the polish, and it really makes you look like, I guess, a Barbie doll. I just felt fancy and dainty wearing it. It's just beautiful. It had a flawless formula. It was opaque for me in just 3 coats. It went on smoothly and evenly. I had no running, pooling, I had no staining, no application issues whatsoever to report. It is not going to dry textured, and it is not going to be difficult to remove, so you will be able to enjoy Yummy in my photographs in 3 coats and a glossy top coat. This next polish is So Fkin Dainty, and it is going to sell for $12. And it is described as a delicate white crelly that's filled with gold flakes and micro hollow glitter. This is another one of those polishes that will make you feel like a girl, like, for lack of a better term, super dainty. It had a wonderful formula. It's a little bit thinner than the rest, but that's because it's loaded with those cute little flakes and the little hollow glitters. It goes on really smoothly though, and it stays right where I put it. It's nice and even in application. There was no running, pooling, no staining. It is going to dry a little bit textured because there are some little hollow glitters in there, but your removal process really isn't going to be hard. You're not going to have to do any scrubbing. So don't worry about it. You're going to not feel any of that texture with one nice coat of a glossy top coat. It's going to be nice and shiny. And then my swatches are going to show you 3 coats and a glossy top coat. Okay, so this next polish is Poisoned Dragonfruit, and it's going to be $10. So this one's a little bit of a mystery. This one went out to the swatchers, and for me, it showed in a denim blue, a tan to a denim blue. And for Pampered Polishes Timberland, this showed in these, when you put the UV light on it, because it's a solar, it showed green. So if you buy this one, it's going to be a little bit of a mystery. You might get green or you might get blue. So definitely, if you buy this one, be aware that you might not get what you see in my video right here. Please pardon my shaky video skills. I have no idea what happened here. I guess maybe I was bumping my tripod. I'm really sorry if it bothers you. Just skip ahead if it bothers you, but do know that this polish applied beautifully and it had no application issues. It does have little specks of glitter in there along with the shimmer, but nothing in there is going to really give you any kind of problems upon removal. It came off me nice and easy. So my swatches of Poisoned Dragonfruit are going to show you 3 coats and a glossy top coat. Next up is Royal Bxtch. We all know what that stands for, but I don't want to say it and get in trouble with the YouTube gods. This is going to sell for $17, and it is described as a royal purple base with gold microflakes, original unicorn pea pigment, silver hollow flakes, and other goodness. This is a rich, rich purple. I did not have any staining, but your results may vary, so I would always recommend a base coat with colors as rich as this, just in case. I wore this throughout dinner, so I wore this for a couple of hours, and it didn't give me any staining, but the formula was absolutely excellent. I probably didn't need the third coat that you're watching me do right now, but sometimes in photos, you see bold patches or, you know, just a little bit thinner of a patch that you're never going to see in real life, so I'll go in with an extra coat, but you'll probably be able to get this fully opaque for you in 2, and that's what my swatches are going to show you, 2 coats and a glossy top coat. So the next polish that we are going to have a look at today is called I Love You, and it is going to sell for $17, and it is a solar polish. It is described as a baby pink with mounds of the unicorn pea pigment sisters in purple and blue, and it is baby pink that will turn magenta under a UV light or in the sun. This polish had a wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. It's going to dry down to a little bit of a dull kind of finish, so you're definitely going to want to go in for a glossy top coat to finish yourself off. It is not going to dry textured, though, and it is not going to be difficult to remove. This polish was absolutely beautiful, and you can just completely see the unicorn pea shimmer just kind of glowing off my nail right now. This polish was really, really pretty, and Deeva has made me like pink. I never knew I could, but these pinks in this release are really something special. To look at is called I Know, and it is a solar polish, and it is described as a mint green when it is indoors and a blue when it is outdoors or under a UV lamp, and it has a heavy dose of the unicorn pea pigment in green. This polish is similar to I Love You, and how you can just see the sparkle jumping off my nails. This had a wonderful formula. It went on really smoothly, very evenly. I did not have any application issues, no running, no pulling, no staining. This is not going to dry textured, and it is not going to be difficult to remove. You're going to want to seal it off with a glossy top coat. It dries a little bit dull on its own, but 1 coat of a glossy top coat will make it shine. This next polish that we're going to have a look at is called Goth Milk. It is a thermal, and it is a black to colorless thermal with a heavy helping of hollow flakes running throughout. It is going to sell for $12. This polish is beautiful. I don't know, just add hollow flakes to anything and you're going to have me swooning. I'm super easy, but the formula on this was absolutely excellent. It went really smoothly, really evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no staining, no running, no pooling. This dried down dull, so you're going to want to go in with a glossy top coat to seal it off, and depending, you're probably not going to need this third coat, but I knew it was the colorless when, you know, you're hot, so I just went in for a third coat just to be safe for pictures, but you probably won't need it just when you're wearing it on your own. So my swatches are going to show you 3 coats of Goth Milk and a glossy top coat. The next polish that we're going to have a look at is Peaches and Dreams. Peaches and Dreams is a solar polish, and it is described as a delicate peachy mango shade that has a delicious glow of unicorn pea that's saturated throughout. When it's in the sunlight, it turns to a beautiful magenta with a fiery flare. This polish took me by surprise. Usually these peachy kind of polishes, they don't work with my skin tone, but the mix of the unicorn pea and that magenta when you put the sunlight on it or the UV lamp, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It definitely got me by surprise. When I put that lamp on it, I was like, wow. This had an excellent formula. It goes on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. I had no running or pooling or staining. The polish is going to dry a little bit dull, so you're going to want to go in with a glossy top coat to shine it up and make it last. This is 3 coats of Peaches and Dreams and a glossy top coat. And here we go, looking at it with the UV light applied. Just look at that. Isn't that so pretty? The next polish that we're going to have a look at is Ewok This Way. It is going to sell for $13. And it is described as a deep, shifty chrome that looks burgundy in its cold state and tan when warm. It is also loaded with shifty shimmers. This polish had a beautiful formula. It goes on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. It did not run or pool. I had no staining. This is one of your more subtle kind of thermals. It's not really that drastic, but it's also not totally subtle. Like, it's very clear that it's a thermal, but it's not like pink to blue. You know, it's not one of those. It's subtle in that it's a similar color. That's what I'm trying to say. But it is going to dry down dull, so you're going to want to go in with a glossy top coat to shine it up. And my swatches of it are 2 coats of Ewok This Way and a glossy top coat. And the next polish that we're going to have a look at, and the last polish that we're going to have a look at, is Pretty In Ratchet. This is going to sell for $13, and it's a solar. It is a blue-purple solar, and it is described as overloaded with aurora and micro aurora flakes in a baby blue magenta solar polish with a pinch of hollow flakes. This polish is beautiful. I am very much saving this for summer when I'm actually outdoors for more than 5 minutes at a time to just enjoy. It's gorgeous in both states. It had an equally wonderful formula. It went on very smoothly, very evenly. It stayed exactly where I put it. No running, pooling, staining. No application issues at all. Nothing in there is going to dry textured, and nothing is going to be difficult to remove, but you're going to want to go in with a glossy top coat to make it nice and shiny, because it does dry down a little bit on the dull side. But this was 3 coats of Pretty In Ratchet with a glossy top coat. And that wraps up the Dawn Deeva February 2020 releases. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, these are limited edition. Once they're gone, they're gone. So if you love anything, be sure to head on over to her shop, which I'm going to have linked down below. Don't forget the codes for discounts that I told you in the beginning of the video. And I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.